Good morning from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. We have just arrived to country number 105. And yeah, today marks a start of a 2-week East Africa adventure. Yeah, really excited. Our first stop for this trip is Ethiopia. And today and tomorrow we will be exploring Addis Ababa and the surrounding areas. But before we head out there, remember to like and subscribe, and let's head out there. During our first day in Ethiopia, we just walked around the capital city of Addis Ababa. Of course, we tried the traditional Ethiopian coffee, and we went to the National Museum of Ethiopia, where the famous skeleton of Lucy is found. Fossil is estimated to date to 3.3 million years ago. It is now the next morning, and today we are on a day trip on the surrounding areas and outskirts of Addis Ababa. So we have been woken up bright and early, and this morning we have made it to the Entoto Park, which is located here on the top of a hill. And actually they opened this park during the COVID time for people to kind of get away from the city. They have like restaurants, cafes, and also a 10-kilometer hiking track. In addition, they also have a coronavirus monument, which is the first one I've seen, and it's kind of to commemorate, that it happened in history and the hardships and the people, medical staff and people who lost their lives and so on. So first time seeing a COVID monument. And they also have a beautiful lookout spot here, which is kind of a replica of Gardens by the Bay here from Singapore. And you have a beautiful view all over the city. This morning it's quite a lot of mist and haze, so not a clear view, but still very beautiful. We have now been driving for a few hours, and we have reached the countryside. It's really beautiful and very different from Addis. And we also stopped off by the roadside to have some local Ethiopian coffee. And now we can see the small villages and the farmland, which is also really beautiful. We have now made it to a place which is referred to as the Ethiopian Grand Canyon, and here we've also spotted a group of baboons which are endemic to Ethiopia. a few hours of driving, we have reached to the destination, which is furthest away from Addis Ababa. We have just visited one of the most famous monasteries in the country, and been into the church and the museum. And yeah, you can just by being in this place feel that it's a very holy and sacred place. It's surrounded by high mountains and in this kind of gorge or canyon. We have also walked up to this cave where it's said that one of the saints was praying for 59 years and even lost his leg and was praying on one leg. And from this cave there is holy water dropping, and to this day this is still the case, and they collect this water for then baptizing or using in other functions for the church. So yeah, very peaceful, calm, and very beautiful. So now we're heading to the Portuguese bridge, and then after that we will have some local lunch. And in addition, Ethiopia is a very Orthodox Christian country. The majority of the population are believers, so yeah, faith is a very strong thing for this country, which also unifies them. If you're eating a meal in Ethiopia, you will without a doubt try injera, which is a sour fermented pancake-like flatbread with a slightly spongy texture, and it is traditionally made from teff flour. It is a staple food which is served with most meals, and quite unique to the region, and is only eaten in Ethiopia, Eritrea, and parts of Sudan and Kenya. So after a full day of exploring the outskirts of Addis Ababa, we made it back to the Ramada Hotel, and yeah, we're at the top floor restaurant having some dinner, stew with traditional injera. So yeah, let's dig in to our last meal in Ethiopia. And that concludes our time here in Ethiopia. Just a little side note is that remember that binoculars are not allowed to be brought into the country. We were not aware of this before traveling here, so they got confiscated at the airport. We're allowed to pick them up once we leave again, but either way, just good to know that, yeah, if you're going to maybe just Ethiopia, don't bring your binoculars. Yes. And hope you've enjoyed following along, even though this was a very short but sweet visit here in Ethiopia. I'm happy we were able to see some of the countryside and the outskirts of Addis to get to see another side of Ethiopia, not just the capital city. And today we are heading to the next East African destination, so yeah, I'll bring you along for that as well. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.